The latest news, the biggest stories. National Express brings all to your doorstep. My name is Lois Adeoye. Listen to the headline. Niyi Osundare celebrates 10th anniversary of National Order of Merit Award. Now to the main news. Niyi Osundare International Poetry Festival, in collaboration with the Department of English, University of Ibadan, organized a day of poetry reading, music, dance, and drama to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Professor Osundare's National Order of Merit Award. The event, which was themed Niyi Osundare 10 years after the harvest continues, held at room 32 on the 11th of December 2024. Oluwafeyi Adebanjo was there to report live from the venue of the event.
We are coming to you live from the 10th anniversary of Emeritus Professor Niyi Osundare's National Order of Merit Award. The event is currently holding at room 32, Faculty of Arts, University of Ibadan. Theme: Niyi Osundare 10 years after the harvest continues. The event features panel discussion, poetry, music, and a special reading by Emeritus Professor Niyi Osundare. Likewise, the event is graced by dignitaries such as Femi Osofisan, Professor Nelson Fashina, Ambassador Yemi Farounmbi, Emeritus Professor Dan Izebaye, among others. I am Adebanjo Oluwafeyi, reporting for NAIPOFEST Press.
While speaking with NAIPOFEST Press, Niyi Osundare commented on his achievements in the past years. Take a listen.
Overwhelming. Really overwhelming. But I tell you, I consider myself exceedingly lucky, and I'm grateful.
10 years after you have come, what has changed in the last 1 decade?
Oh, well, so many things. Like every other human being, I have grown older. I hope I've also grown wiser. Our country has also changed, unfortunately for the worse. We're hoping that things are going to be better. But what the award did to me really was to strengthen my resolve to do better and to work harder. Because as I said, of all the award regimen in Nigeria, it's about the only one I recognize. And there are many of Nigeria's best brains awardees. So I consider myself in good company.
Guests and students who were present at the event also spoke about the life and legacy of Niyi Osundare and how his works has impacted them.
Niyi Osundare is a people's poet because he says what the voiceless want to say. He speaks to power. He speaks to authority. The truth. I think what has made him endear to people really is that he's using poetry to fight for social justice, to fight against oppression, intimidation, corruption, dictatorship, and such evil practices. So he has become a representative, an authentic representative, an authentic spokesman of the masses. I think that's why we call him the people's poet.
You know, he was talking about the poet as a man of political ideas. I present political programs. So his works, his writings resonate with the ideals I project for society. He's a redemptionist, someone who wants a society in the interest of the common good, and it reflects in his writings. So because my program wants to create transformation for society, I use those ideals he professes in his writings as a point of expansion on the show. So I quote him, I interview him, and I use them consistently on the show. So that Niyi Osundare can only not be read, it should be heard. So, in that way, he inspires me and inspires society.
I met Professor Niyi Osundare about 20 years ago, in 2004, when I was an undergraduate in Ife. He was invited to Ife during our week, the departmental week, and then I did performance that time, and he was very, very happy. And then since then, I've been in touch with him one way or the other. And when the Poetry Festival started in 2015, I was one of the performers. And since then, we have been keeping up year in, year out for performances with him. Talking about Professor Niyi Osundare as a poet, he is a very good poet, as a very great poet. And his poems is as accessible to everyone. It's not written in so much esoteric language that people find it difficult to identify with, find it difficult to understand. And his poems are full of images, African images that are very, very relevant and very open to everyone to access. Professor Niyi Osundare is a down-to-earth poet. His poems are very, very intellectual and at the same time are very accessible. For instance, if you look at some of the collections and the very first one, Song in the Marketplace, and he tried to bring poems from the intellectual world of the classroom to the people of the marketplace. That's okay, even the people of the marketplace can identify with his poems. So that is what I can say about him. And today we are marking 10 years after he has received the NNON award, and we are celebrating him. He's a man that worthy of that celebration. So, and I did a little of my performance, which is a verbal play. I do verbal play for Odara, I will call it in Yoruba. So, and then I hope audience loved it, and then they applauded it.
And I'm a student of the international school. I first encountered Niyi Osundare's works in junior school because it was mandatory under literature in English, Inurere and Nepa, and they were really wonderful poems. And they made me think because his poems talked about things that I could see all around me. And then when I started doing literature in senior school, Not My Business, that was also a mandatory poem, and it's genuinely the most wonderful poem that I've done so far because it is something I can deeply relate to. And I think that just sums up Niyi Osundare as a poet. His work is relatable. His work is something that tells us about our society. It's a mirror of the world. And this program today is so important because we need to give flowers to people that are doing great things while they are alive, not just when they are gone or when their works have now becoming relics. And I'm so thankful to have been here today. I'm so thankful to have heard from such a wonderful writer. And I truly find that I am inspired from today's program. Thank you for planning it. It was wonderful.
My name is Adeni Amira. I'm a student of the International School of Ibadan. I am deeply grateful to be invited to this program, Niyi Osundare, because it's just wonderful, I guess. The poem I encountered with was Not My Business. I like the poem because it was very relatable. It related to Nigeria, the country itself, the political apathy, and everything that happened. He relates his poem the way according to his country. He talks about colonialism as well, how we Nigerians suffered greatly under the British. I'm deeply happy. I'm very happy to be invited to this program.
Indeed, Niyi Osundare is a man who has impacted many lives in the society. That will be all on our news reports today. Do well to join us next time. Lois Adili reporting for Nassau Express. Nassau Express, penning voices, pressing change.